Where art thou, Devon? Oh, Devon, where art thou, Devon? Devon, the Devon who all the Devon people who know all the people who know like Devon. He's not here. I am distraught. I am hurt.
Did you post it?
No.
That's why he's not here.
I was gonna see if he shows up without it.
YouTube doesn't always notify people.
He might be asleep already. If he's asleep, I'm just gonna start doing whatever. Not much we can do about it. No, he's not here, so I'm just gonna do a mission. No idea. I just picked a main mission and I'm gonna do it.
Approach control. This is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
I think I decided
Normandy,
whose
your
voice that
arrival
is.
was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State
What?
your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
I said I think I decided whose voice that is.
Who's?
Be advised,
That's
we will
Green.
need
Yeah, I know, I told you that
Oh.
from the very beginning.
arrival.
I didn't
If
remember.
confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Motherfucker's got no stamina, what a joke.
Saw what happened and he's concerned. Did he ever sit with you like this?
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Guy might not show up, but it's okay. We started late. Oh shit. Hello.
That's far enough.
Something wrong, officer?
You better hope there isn't. This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect. I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, man. We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
It would not be wise to search for the Geth unarmed.
Nobody takes my weapon.
Charge and lock! We are authorized to use lethal force. You have to the count of 3 to surrender your weapons. 1, 2,
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave
Fuck this
yourself.
bitch.
She was just doing her job.
Get out of here.
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Analeas. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia. She is here?
Passed through? Where is she now?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Good. Give us directions and we'll be on our way.
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The Executive Board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our
eyes are
client
crazy.
corporations.
Is this privacy intended to hide illegal research?
This planet is beyond the jurisdiction of the Citadel. The law is what the Executive Board says it is. Do you know how valuable this planet is? How many advances in genetics and artificial intelligence got their start here?
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
No, I don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
I'm gonna tell the secret. Can you tell me?
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
The managers warned us about you.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan? Sure, whatever. This is a store, right? Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you.
You want your water?
This one offers greetings. Sure, whatever. Of course. This one apologizes for
He says to buy you something. Buy this. It's a post license. Oh, the bottom one. Alpha.
What about this one? Okay. Just buy it, just you know.
This one. Sure, whatever. Of course.
crazy that like there's stuff that you do in this game that affects a game 2 from now? Because it's like, what if you joined?
That were years apart too.
Yeah, it's like, what if you joined the universe and like the series on ME3? Like, are you just fucked?
I guess you just don't. You're gonna have to make a new character, and it is what it is.
No. You have a chocolate wrapper on the ground.
No.
How can I help you?
Nothing right now.
Very well.
Thank you, Brad.
How can I help
We
you?
need to find this thingy.
He said, yeah, kinda. You're kinda fucked. That's crazy.
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Annaleus.
One moment, please. Mr. Annaleus?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
He said it's not as complex as it sounds, and that very few important things carry over.
Oh, okay.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
Funny thing about humans, we're pretty loyal to our homeworld.
My homeworld is clean. Poverty is non-existent. If you take some perverse pride in that overheated, acid-washed slum, that is your business. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
And I represent the second guessing of galactic law.
Just so we understand each other, I will not allow you to harass our clients. This world is private property.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Venezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed.
Don't get me
Pass
started on
weapon
3.
screening. Beyond
Bruh.
that, it is not our concern.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
Commandos? Odd that you shouldn't mind their presence.
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She's here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains.
Fuck this guy.
Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Let him be stubborn, Shepard. I'm sure someone else here is willing to help us.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you did it about.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, you fucking bitch.
Alright, Devin said...
Mr. Annaleus isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
All right. What would you do?
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Annaleus.
You said I should talk to Lorik Keen?
He says loudly.
Mr. Annaleus isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan.
You said I should talk.
Keen spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
I don't want to talk here about.
He said Jesus.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this guy because I'm gonna get killed. So where's this guy you said I'm gonna talk to? Huh? He's over there. I'll be right over.
Thanks for letting me know. Jesus Christ.
Idiot, dude.
Yeah, he said, yeah, yell it to the whole world. For real. Devin
I can get fired. Where is he?
Devin said also ME2 retcons everything in the first 5 minutes. Don't get me started on ME3. What's retcon?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe he means recap?
Yeah, maybe it means recap.
Yeah.
How was your day, Devin? Good? Good. We're gonna start earlier, but we're kind of busy. I was cleaning up the house.
And then we watched Norbit.
We watched Norbit. Some of the pipes were clogged. I fixed it. Oh. What do you want, bitch?
The male human at the hotel bar. He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas.
Why is he so ugly?
I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
But restarts.
Devin says this girl's a bitch.
Yeah, I know.
The audacity to be ugly and a bitch. That's crazy.
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
She wants you to scam.
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
Strange people skulking in corners have gotten me in trouble before.
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in buying?
Damn, no wonder she's a bitch.
They do
Bingo
not
and a scammer.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
This is legal.
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid for this. So would you. 500 credits.
That's fucking garbage.
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary
I
Helix
did this because
obeys
no
all
balls,
laws?
Devin said.
That they do not spy on other companies?
No. I don't suppose they're clean either.
Excellent. Here is the cracking device.
You
You will
think
know
you
it is
do
done
it?
when it beeps. I have assembled a dossier on Vargas. If you would like, I could brief you on his behavior patterns.
Tell me what you know about Vargas.
He is impatient with those who waste his time. I tried to get him distracted and off topic. He concluded I was not interested in his
I did it on my
company's
playthrough,
services.
Devin said.
I noticed he has a tell. When a topic makes him nervous or uncomfortable, he has a tendency to rub the back of his neck. If you see that, press him on the subject. It may distract him enough to keep him talking.
Okay. I quit.
I'll go see him now.
For real.
I hope to hear from you soon.
Bust this shit out now.
What sort of offer?
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to.
Can I help you?
Mr. Vargas, I'm Commander Shepard, a Spectre. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
That's correct. Rafael Vargas, sales. Were you interested in our services?
Oh, you could tell on her.
I might be. That depends on what sort of offer your company can make.
It was my understanding that the Citadel contracted to a Solarian corporation for its enhancement programs.
I'm sure you know that we pass a new budget every fiscal year. If it delivers a better soldier, contracts can change.
A sound business practice. Excuse my hesitation, I've never heard a government accused of good business sense. First, the boilerplate disclaimer. No genetic enhancement is guaranteed to take. We can maximize the odds, but every strand of DNA is unique. Our patented techniques can provide an 8% improvement in adrenal response, 12% faster clotting, and a measurable decrease in CG muscle degeneracy.
I've never heard of a technique that improves zero-gravity endurance.
It's a first for the industry. The advent of Element Zero-based artificial gravity made it a less pressing concern. We're still waiting for tests to give us an average improvement. We estimate a 7 to 11% decrease in muscle loss rates. I can get you those improvements for 30k credits per head. For a bulk order, I can
back
look
of
in
his
a
neck.
sensory enhancement package. Guaranteed 20/15 vision and hearing from 12 to 22,000 hertz.
That seems high.
Are you sure that's the best price you can offer?
Absolutely. That's the standard rate. Of course, if the government moves forward with this on an official level, there might be some additional discounts. I have to admit, it surprised me that you were here for business. There are many development projects on Noveria, some not entirely legal.
You sound guilty.
Does Binary Helix have any less than above board projects? I'll keep my source confidential.
Certainly not. Our corporate reputation is sterling. I can assure you all of Binary Helix's operations on Noveria are strictly on the level.
I'm sorry, Mr. Vargas. That's a call I have to take. Thank you for your time.
The only brown-eyed person we've seen. Do you think we got enough info or not really?
Huh?
Do you think we answered the questions right?
Yeah.
Any results?
Your toy did its job.
Excellent. I will transfer 500 credits to your account.
That's all?
I could easily call Mr. Vargas and tell him what I just did.
Did I say 500 credits? I meant 750. Good day, Spectre.
Give me that money.
He said, also I might skip the writings because you need 80% of one of either Para or Renegade bar to unlock one of the galaxies needed, but I don't think there's enough of the game left without doing a lot of side missions to get there more.
I am currently... I'm currently about more than half, Devin. I should be able to do it.
Renegade, renegade. I think every time you guys say the word renegade. You know the fucking song?
Yeah. Fucking hate that song.
I don't like it either. I was looking for Coming to America.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink.
Yeah, I'm pretty close.
Are you Lorik Keen? I've heard you might
Devin
be able
put
to help.
renegade.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeus closed my office.
You can also
He
increase the
claims to be
bar
investigating reports of my
through
corruption.
him. It's a
The
glitch.
administrator is an
Tell me how to do it.
interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it.
Yes, sir. Love you.
I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is
Last
one
page.
other... What is that charming human expression?
on the last
Fly
page.
in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Analeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
If he's paying them under the table, they're mercenaries. I can kill mercenaries.
Excellent.
Just after you
Here's
get the
my
evidence,
pass into
alright.
our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
I'm tired of this fucking music.
You turn it off?
Yeah. Take the elevator on the lower plaza to synthetic. Elevator on the lower plaza.
Yes, boss.
You're needy.
Is that what you knew? What?
You're so needy, Loki. He's a needy baby boy. I love you. I love you, baby boy. Oh, hi, my love. Hi, my love bug. Good morning. My baby boy. Papa's playing. I need to go down to Santa Insights from here. P for Loki. It's a Loki party.
L for Loki. B
How you been,
for
Devin? Good? Good.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I guess we'll go sus over here. What's going on over here, my boy?
Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for my Eagles people,
Oh, nice. What the hell?
They just sit around sipping
This
expensive
one
water.
bloomed earlier today. This one.
What
just
can I do
finished
for
blooming.
you today?
And you can see the other two are starting to open up.
How can I get into the garage?
Aw, see?
You need a pass. You can get one from Ananias or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
I've been okay. I didn't do much today, so I'm friends. Nice.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm. Security tracks card use.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
They're beautiful, huh? Do you see why I like them? Do you think they're prettier than roses?
They're about this. They're bigger than roses. They bloom bigger.
Yeah, they're big flowers. I think roses have a very formal feel to them to me. You know?
Yeah.
And these are a little bit more casual elegance.
Freeze!
Oh shit.
Anshan security. This office is sealed.
What are you doing in these offices?
The administrator's orders. Laura Keene is under investigation.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Shoot on the thing. They overcharged me, those fucks. Oh, I fucked up. What's wrong button?
So when do you want fruit? Do you want fruit for breakfast or for a snack for lunch? Like for work?
1 second. I'll probably have it for breakfast after.
Fruit for breakfast then?
Just we'll make the little packets right now.
Huh? Yeah. I'm gonna make you salmon for lunch tomorrow.
So yeah, I'm gonna be in Valencia, so you can do it in the morning.
Yeah. What's that one say? 7 says... He said after you get the evidence, you can increase the bar through a glitch. And then he's... Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, Devin, you enjoying your summer so far?
So what is it again?
After you collect the evidence, you can do something through a glitch.
Okay. Yeah, he told me that already.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize that you already read it. After I'd already read it.
There you go. I got the evidence. Yeah, it's been okay. It's nice being on break.
Did you end up doing a job for the summer, or are you just gonna relax?
Got a job, but it's almost over, I think. What's the glitch, Devin? I got the thingy. So what's your job?
And by almost over, do you mean fired, or?
It's not yet.
But no, lol.
So I'm just gonna continue the story like of, oh, there's someone there. Oh my god. What do you guys want?
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Do you plan on making me leave?
Leave? You think
This
I'm gonna
bitch.
let you walk out?
I'll kill you, bitch.
Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're here off-duty breaking the law for bribe money. You expect us to feel bad for stopping you?
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
Oh yeah? Well, you're about to be damned and you're about to be overloaded. You gonna leave that right there?
Lay right in the corner.
Good, go. Bitch fucking thought she can tell me what to do.
For real. Stop wrong.
I fucking killed that bitch. My heart is fine. Check chat.
Huh?
Chat.
Yeah.
Devin's telling me how to do.
He said you have to give them evidence to the receptionist. She should be in the hotel waiting, then talk to him.
Okay. Oh.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
Speak plain. What's your interest?
Not here, Spectre. Meet me at the hotel for a
your
drink
interest?
before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
What?
What's your interest?
I want your dick. She said.
She was like, not here. And, like,
Somewhere.
you
Oh,
can't
I got
remember
it.
shouting
I got it.
Why are you interested in this?
Where are you trying to go? What? The hotel bar? You want to talk about your boss?
I'm not gonna tell him that, Devin. It's a little spoiler. I'll let him be surprised.
Oh, spoiler?
Just a little baby one.
About the game?
About something that happens.
Right now?
Little tiny baby spoiler.
Right now?
At some point. Devin said, "You said I was meeting your boss." For real. Oh. I'll still wait. I'm still not gonna tell him. Apparently, I thought it was gonna happen soon. Apparently, it happens in the next game. But
I gotta talk to her first, he said.
yeah, he says you gotta talk to her.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Noveria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Annaleus' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board.
Bruh, she's been
With his
undercover trying
evidence,
to blow her
this planet
cover.
can run profitably again.
I thought corruption was the rule on Noveria.
The rule is don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Analeus is driving customers away.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need.
For the
Favor for a favor.
The evidence.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
Alright, I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
He said use the Parrot and Renegade options.
On who? Should I watch a video how it's done, Devin? Or fuck it up?
He said talk to him. Are you looking at buttons stuff?
I'm trying to get out. Saving it just in case. Okay.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Analeus.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Analeus' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board was already investigating Analeus. They're concerned about the worm in their own fruit.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify.
Okay, there I got it. I got the Paragon, now what?
You did it correctly. He told you how, but you did it correctly.
I did it correctly?
You did it correctly.
He says there's a glitch where I can keep getting more and more and more.
How does that work, Devin? Talk to him.
Make whatever arrangements
again.
you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Are things in hand?
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
And he is fine, okay. And I just keep talking to her?
You know why Benezia is here?
She claimed to be Saren's assistant, here to get a certain project back on
boy.
track. I suspect she meant Peak 15.
Armed commandos were allowed on Noveria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, one can't confiscate biotic powers. Saren, and by extension, Benezia, is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
And now what?
Is it so unusual to see a matriarch?
They rarely venture beyond Asari space. To see such an esteemed figure is surprising. Lady Benezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari in a pinstriped suit set tongues wagging among the younger male employees, so to speak.
Young males have an unhealthy obsession with my species.
Click another question.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
Oh, testify.
Wait, one second.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use
Yep.
it.
Everyone on this state...
The board...
Very well. I
Yeah,
will
more
testify.
Paragon.
Make whatever arrangements you
It's a
need with your
loop.
contact. I will wait here.
Not a loop, Devin, it's a spiral.
It's
I
not a
have
lake,
not
it's
been
an ocean.
contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Are things in hand?
Did you see an
Yes,
Asari?
she caused quite a stir.
Young males have an unhealthy
Let me go.
Oh.
The humans consider conversation a form of...
I was gonna fuck that up.
You skipped
That
too
would
fast.
explain why so few are willing to sit and talk. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Are things in hand?
Did you see an Asari matriarch?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it.
Everyone on this station is...
My employers
The
rely...
board was already investigating.
All right. Very well. I will testify.
I just got a trophy for getting
Make whatever
75%.
arrangements you need.
Paragon.
I
Yeah, I
will
know.
wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet.
Did you see an
You
Asari
can do Renegade
She
too if
caused
you
quite a
want.
stir. It's not every
Is there
day a
anything?
matriarch
Oh
arrives
shit.
Is it so unusual?
They rarely...
Does I get a different ending depending on what I get? Like,
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use
Everyone on this station is...
My
The board was already.
All right. Very well.
Said no.
what's the whole point of the
Them being different.
yeah? What's the whole point of Paragon and a Renegade?
I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet.
Did you see an Asari matriarch?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use
Everyone
it.
on this station is...
My employers...
The board was already.
All right. Very well. I will testify.
Almost 100%. I'm gonna get 20%.
Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Well, Jesus.
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Are things in hand?
Can't.
Did you see an Asari
Yes,
matriarch?
she caused quite a stir. It's not every
I have a
day.
different question.
Humans are full of questions.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it.
Everyone on this station is...
My employers...
The board was already.
All right. Very well. I will testify.
One more should be enough to get the
Make
100.
whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait
Well, that's
here.
why they give a lot.
Yeah.
It's a little.
I figured they
I
had to
have
have
not
a
been
low
contacted
deposit.
regarding our arrangement yet.
Did you see an Asari matriarch?
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want to...
Everyone on this...
My...
The board was.
Very well. I will testify.
One more and see
Make
what I
whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement.
Did you see an Asari
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I...
Everyone on this station is...
My employer...
The board was already.
All right. Very well.
That's 100%.
I will testify.
I guess I'll go for 100. I'll go for the
contact. I will wait here.
100% Paragon as
I have
well.
not
Said
been
honestly,
contacted
preference
regarding
in
our
any
arrangement
one
yet.
more than the other.
Things in hand.
It also makes things easier. And then he said, okay, that works.
Did you see an Asari?
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions.
I finished the
Now
job.
that you have my property, you want to dictate
If
how
necessary, yes. Do what I tell you to, or Ananias will find what he's looking for.
It is good to have all our cards on the table. I regret that you have a better hand. Very well, I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement.
Did you see an Asari
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate...
If necessary.
Very well, I will testify.
Oh, it's gonna take a while.
Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
What's that one? The diaper looks like it's fucking
I should
wet,
let you
huh?
go. If you wish.
The diaper looks like
I will
it's
continue
like
to
super
enjoy
dirty,
the
but they're
ball.
saying that it's not.
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement.
Did you see an Asari
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate
If
how...
necessary.
It is... Very well, I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement.
Did you see an Asari
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions.
I finished the job.
Now that you have
My
my
job
property,
is a
you want to
graduation
dictate
If necessary.
It is very well.
I just meant it's
I will
over soon
testify.
because most grads are done.
Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I
That
will
makes
wait
sense.
here.
And then he said this is peak.
I have not been
For
contacted
real.
regarding our arrangement.
Did you see an
Are you
Asari
not
Yes,
80%
she caused
good?
quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans
How?
are full of questions.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want
If necessary.
Very well, I will
Now that you got my property.
testify. testify.
Pretty good. I'm
Make
halfway
whatever
done.
arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our...
Did you see an Asari?
Yes, she caused quite a...
I have a different...
Humans are full of quests.
I finished the
Now
job.
that you have my property, you want...
If necessary.
Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Watching videos and signing paperwork.
I have not been contacted regarding our...
Did you see an Asari?
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of quests.
I finished the
Now
job.
that you have my property, you want to...
If necessary.
Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangements.
Did you see an Asari?
Yes, she caused quite a...
I have a different question.
Humans are full of quests.
I finished the
Now
job.
that you have my property, you want to...
If necessary.
Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait
As I
here.
tried to move as fast as I can. There's like a whole pizza being pulled every 2 minutes.
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangements.
Did you see an Asari?
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of
they're
quests.
I finished the
Now
job.
that you have my property, you want...
I was
If
there in the
necessary.
morning
Very
doing
well.
prep.
I will testify.
Nonetheless, it was extremely overwhelming for my first day there, and it might be it.
Testify.
They still have much more.
Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our...
Did you see an
Yes,
Asari?
she caused quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of quests.
I finished the
Now
job.
that you have my property, you want...
If
I used to work
necessary.
at Costco
Very well.
managing the
I will
food court.
testify.
We'd always hire 3 at
Make
a time.
whatever
There was
arrangements you
always
need
one
with
that
your
would quit by
contact.
the
I
end
will
of the
wait
first week.
here. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangements.
Did you see an Asari?
Yes, she caused
When
quite
my
a...
I have a
first call center
different-
job, somebody
Humans
walked
are
out
full of
30 minutes
quests.
I
into
finished
the
the
Now
first
that you
training
have my
session.
property, you want to...
If necessary.
Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you
Devin
need
says
with your
it's slow
contact. I will
progress,
wait
the
here.
points help.
I have not been contacted regarding our...
Did you see an
Yes,
Asari?
The
she
crazy
caused
thing
quite
is,
a...
I'm like, I'm not trying to be rude, but it's like,
I
what did
finished
you
Now
the
that
do?
you have my property, you want... Very well. I will
You know?
testify.
Like, I assume.
There you go. I got both of them 100%.
Perfect. I
Make whatever
assume that
arrangements you
Costco
need with...
food court would be overwhelming. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for the
Your
guys who make
contact, I
pizza,
will
I
wait
swear, they're in no rush to get the pizzas done, huh? They're taking their sweet ass time.
That was peak gameplay.
Peak gameplay.
Peak gameplay. You here for the story? Nah. I'm here for the loop. It's not a loop, baby. It's not a lake.
It's an ocean.
If you know, you know,
Show me the champion of light.
huh? I'll show you the herald of darkness. Lost.
Lost in a never-ending light.
Dame dane.
For real.
I miss Dame dane.
Bakamita. Devin says he's brewed.
The game was good.
Yeah, more references.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of
It took
stress
me
off my
asking him
back.
40
I'll
times.
take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
Doesn't this help you? You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now, I just feel like a long day of work is ending. While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
Got him. Fuck that bitch.
Shepard, I demand you place this bitch under arrest.
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
What are the odds that, like, internationally, other alien life forms and realms and planets and shit would have Miranda rights? When other countries don't even have Miranda rights. Devin says he is not killed, sadly.
Fucking
Unfortunately.
rip, dude. Where do you go? I don't need to go to docking bay. I don't need to go to hotel. Or the garage over here. Dame dane, dame yo, dame nano yo. Antaka, skide, sugi, sugite. Dore dake, so yo yo sa, kedemo. Yugama nai. Omoide ga bakamitai. Thank you.
You're too kind. There's somebody who's posting on the work from home subreddit, basically asking people's advice. They said that their job was remote, and now it's hybrid with
access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
He said the problem was they took away remote, then gave us 2 days hybrid that they could be at home, and then took it away. So now it's like fully in person.
I would've quit because that's not what I signed up for.
Well, here's his question. He said, first of all, the job's good salary, has benefits, retirement, and is pretty low stress. But his only conclusion is that it's with women's nuclear. He's asking if, so he's applying to another job he thinks he has a good shot at. Also public sector, state the same thing. That it'd be a good lateral move, with the exception being that they're in hybrid 3 to 4 days ago and 1 to 2 days ago. And that's literally the only thing he's reading. He's just asking if anybody else has had something like that.
So what did it take no damage?
Someone said, I literally just left the job like that. I'm actually going back to retail.
Where are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
Because the remote market is absolute garbage now. It's either all high call volume, sales, and or highly toxic and apathetic management with little to no training before live calls. Imagine like having a work from home job and then going back to retail. I really could. I don't have the patience, I think, anymore for a lot of the stuff that retail makes you put up with. You know?
Not.
Huh?
I do not.
I had one in particular really bad retail job, so status freezes them and they won't take damage. For real. Oh, Devin had put Encore when you sang. He was like, Encore. No, he was telling me to sing more. I think that's one really nice thing about my... Oh, he said I didn't get an encore, sad face. He just put that right now, so he knows that you didn't see it. Maybe he'll give you one in a minute, Devin. I think that's one of the nice things about my job is, like, there's a lot of, like, fear with remote jobs now that they'll return to office because so many of them have, like... Once, now that COVID's like really over, there's this feeling of like, because these jobs all have like real estate that they need to be taking advantage of, like they're paying for the real estate, they need to use it, so return to office. But my job, we don't have an office. There's 0 offices anywhere in the country. We don't have one. So there's no office to return to. And we all live all over the place. Like most of our people, like half the employees maybe, live in New York State. But like our CMO lives in Washington State. So like, yeah, it's nice security that like they can never make me go to the office. Is it under the couch? Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, but it's nice to know that like they'll never try and make us, like, it'll always be a remote job, and I can like work more or less wherever. My coworker, who has the exact same job as me, her and her partner both have work from home jobs, and they really love Croatia, and they like for the past 2 years at Christmas time have gone on 2-week vacations to Croatia, and it's apparently really affordable to like travel there. And yeah, so she asked our company if she was able to work from Croatia. So her and her partner are taking like, I don't know, like 6 months or maybe 4 months or whatever, whenever their visas would expire, and they're just gonna live in Croatia. And all she does is she uses a VPN to be in the United States, because you have to at least use a VPN for a medical company. And yeah, so if I wanted to, I could live literally wherever and have my job. I would just have to adjust my work time. We are eating little bits of strawberry covered in yogurt. Do you like them cold or no? Better? I think they're kind of nice cold. Yummers, she said. No, the company knows. They said it was okay. Before she went, Devin, she asked their permission. She said, you know, my partner and I've been discussing it. We're thinking about working in Croatia, or like living in Croatia for a few months. Would I be able to work from there? Like, is that okay? And they said, our boss at the time was like, you know what, that's a good question, I don't know. Let me bring it up to upper management, see what they say. And then they came up with, you know, as long as you have a VPN, we can accommodate that. What in the Horizon Zero Dawn?
No. No.
Imagine driving backwards. What?
Oh, I'm driving backwards.
Oh. Tomater. Oh.
I'm actually wasn't impressed, but he was super impressed.
Devin, could you have yogurt covered strawberry pieces? Like, you're not vegan, so the fact that they're made with like animal products isn't like a no, right? They're gluten-free as well. He said, yeah, I can. They're good. I recommend them. They have a good source of probiotics as well. 2 billion probiotics. Good source of fiber. No artificial flavors or colors. Just real fruit. What? What's not right?
2 billion?
Yeah. That's really common with probiotic products to have a shit ton. Yeah, it's good for your tummy. He said they good? Yeah, I think they're yummy. They're like, and they're also like I don't know if your family has a Costco membership, but we get them from Costco, and the big bag, it comes with like 30 little packets of it, and it's just like a perfect little handful of them. If you were gonna like throw them in your lunch or have one in your backpack, and they don't have to be refrigerated. I just like them cold, so I put them in the refrigerator so they would be a little chilly. But they're not required to be refrigerated. So he said no. I think he means they don't have a Costco membership. Devin said, I think my stomach will be okay. You mean it'll be okay without them? Or you mean because they're gluten-free, they'll be fine? So these may be a good snack if your tummy hurts. The probiotics might help a tummy ache. He said both. Yeah. It's so funny, like, Devin, I'm sure your family has their own version of this because you have like a culturally mixed family as well. But like the remedies that Vino grew up with, coming from a Hispanic family, are very different than the remedies that I grew up with coming from a Caucasian family. Cause like, what would your family do for a tummy ache? Pepto-Bismol? No remedies? Like... just Pepto? Devin says, I don't think we had any. You didn't have any remedy for anything, Devin? Nothing? Like, not for burns or... nothing? So one thing Hispanic people do a lot for things, like colds and stuff, is they call it Vaporub, but it's Vapor Rub, like Vicks Vapor Rub. And what do? They put it on your chest? Or your feet? They put it on your chest or your feet. Like that'll help with the cold. I kind of remember your mom telling you to do that for me when I had COVID, vaguely. But like, coming from a white background, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck Vicks Vapor Rub is gonna do for a cold. All it may do is like help you breathe a little bit easier because it would clear your sinuses. But it's not gonna like fix your cold much
User
at all.
Alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
We'll need to get the reactors back online.
What the hell? I just noticed, so babe, when we played Coffee Talk 2, first video 8 views, next one 9, next one 6, next one 9, next one 7. Finale 33 views. But why? Mass Effect Part 1 11, Part 2 10, Part 3, the last one, 40 views. Big jump up for no reason. Pourquoi? Devin says it's probably bots. It may be, like, there was a lot of people supposedly in there, but nobody was talking, so that's sus. But also, like, why would bots be on our channel? Devin said, I don't know, TBH. I wish you, like, could tell us who was watching. I didn't touch him. I don't think he's here, is he? One second. He's looking for our dog. He might have put himself to sleep. Occasionally when Loki is tired, he puts himself to bed, but not very often. He has to be pretty fucking tired for that. Yeah, it's definitely sus, Devin. Babe, he hasn't gone number 2 yet tonight. He put himself to sleep? Okay. He's like... He's tired. Okay. Loki put himself to bed. What? Stinky? Oh. Where? Oh. On accident, you think? Alright. Get a paper towel or and spray. Feel him. He thinks Loki may have put himself to bed because he did something sus. Huh? He may have. Oh, Devin. Mm. What happened? Are you sure he did? It's probably on accident. Did you look over here? On the side of the couch? Dog pulled an actual Loki move by disapparating. For real. Disappeared. He disapparated the pee too, Devin. Because he's pretty sure he peed. He's acting guilty. He, put himself to bed, which is where he goes when he's in trouble. And his pee-pee is a little wet, Vino says. But we're looking around, or Vino's looking around, and he sees no pee anywhere. Oh no, for real. He never pees in the house too, so you found it? Alright, 1 second.
Baby, that's a pee right there.
No. It's just a little bit though.
I stepped on it more than a little bit.
Well, maybe you soaked up more than you thought. He marked his territory, says Devin. We cannot find it really. There's a teeny tiny bit of this one spot, but I feel like we feel like that's not enough for him to be so like suspicious. Woo. He's interrogating him. Music's chillin'. They couldn't even animate some snow outside this window? Oh!
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Devin was getting bored.
Devin was not getting bored.
Devin was bored.
Devin, were you bored? Be honest. You peed out Defiance because you wanted some of this and you didn't give him any. The motherfucker's like that.
Think?
You little bitch. Where the fuck am I? Why'd you pull me here?
It was where you were. I killed one of them already. I did good. He said he was kind of bored. See? Told you. Missed all his oh my god. Oh, my bad, I thought you died.
What was that? Animals? Wind? This place is in bad shape.
Not the cockroaches. If cockroaches ever look like that, let's just burn the planet down. Huh.
Xenobiology is not my field. Maybe someone in the labs knows.
He said it's not a cockroach. It's just a cock now. That's nasty. You know, we have cockroaches on steroids in Florida. They're called water moccasins. And they're about 3 times the size of a cockroach and they fly. But they look like cockroaches. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. No, they're not called water moccasins. What are they called? Water moccasin's a snake in Florida.
Big cucaracha.
Nah, they're called something else. What are they fucking called?
They're called the big cucaracha.
No, they're not. Maybe they're just called water bugs? Yeah, here we go. Look.
What is a water bug? A water bug is a term that people use to refer to American roaches, smoky brown roaches, or brown-banded roaches. It's more of a euphemism. They're all types of cockroaches, but that's the one that people see most commonly.
Well, I'm gonna... oh, yeah.
This gnarly insect hunts underwater.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I get through.
They're like huge though. They're like, okay, so the cockroaches here that I've seen are like... Okay, this is about the size of the roaches that I've seen here. Would you say that's about accurate? Ish.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
This is about the size of the water bugs in Florida. And they fly. You have to do something. I forgot what, said Devin. That's not helpful. He says to check the core. He said, this is the puzzle I was talking about, just repair it.
Fuck that.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility.
No good?
Would you like help?
Help would be great. Who are you?
Yippee.
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
You don't have the
Why
mic,
do you need
baby.
to know?
To determine the data access.
You muted, but you don't have the mic.
Basic access is limited to non-secure queries.
Not muted.
Oh, I thought you did
Secure
mute.
access allows most system functions. Privileged access is available only to executives of Binary Helix.
No, Caesar.
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep. Nice.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
What are the landlines, and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my
I'm curious how
mainframes here at
ugly
Central Station
this
to the
looked
various
in the original.
sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
He said it all looked
alert.
ugly. It was an
Main
Xbox
reactor
360.
shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
What's crazy is that we had an Xbox
User
360.
alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
We were gifted an Xbox 360 from, we knew somebody who got like a better one, and they gave us their old one. But we didn't like have any games, so we just never played on it. Yeah. Also, they gifted it to us and it had the Kinect like portion that's supposed to have like a camera that like views your movements for things.
Yeah.
And it was always garbage.
Yeah.
Although I think we had a couple games. We had like Just Dance,
Main reactor shut down in accordance
like
with
just shit like
emergency
that.
Containment
You know,
procedures. Manual
no
restart
like
required.
legit games like this. Devin says same, mine still works. I think my sister ended up with it. At the time when we like were taking all the shit when we moved out when you're younger, we had two like consoles and I was like, you take the Xbox 360, I'm gonna take the Wii. So I took the Wii. I feel like I got the better end of the deal. I'd rather have a Wii still than a Xbox 360. Devin says, what was Liara doing? I don't fucking know, dude. He said, I had that too. I was allowed shooting games and M-rated, so I played a lot of racing games. Or I wasn't allowed.
Containment.
Yeah, we definitely weren't allowed to play games like that. I will say, I did grow up playing Fable, because my brother had it, but 100% my parents were not aware that it had, like, sex and stuff in it. 100%.
That's definitely a game I want to play.
Huh?
It's definitely a game I want to play.
I want to play Fable so bad again. I love Fable. I'm so nostalgic for it. Even though the sex scenes are, like, especially in Fable 1, are not graphic at all. Like, it's literally a black screen and noises. My parents still would have not been chill with knowing that I was, like, playing a game that had that. Yeah, Devin said that's for the best. Yeah. And I never played it this way, but my brother did. With Fable... Have you ever played Fable? I'm sure I've asked you, Devin. I just cannot remember for the life of me. I don't think you have.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Bitch, shut up, I know.
We are very aware. So, yeah, he said, yeah, I remember one time I was playing GTA 5 while in the club and my mom walked in and the look she gave me.
Oof.
I think most guys who grew up playing GTA can relate. Huh, babe?
Online. How may I assist you?
What are the landlines and why
The
are they...
landlines... This allows the crew... When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was...
How do I reconnect the landline?
The landlines are designed for... The router for the landlines is on the roof of...
That's all I need.
Very welcome. User alert.
So there's like, in Fable 1, and to some extent other Fable games too, but
are offline.
especially emphasized in Fable 1, your choices, this was kind of revolutionary at the time, your choices in the game affect how the public perceive you. So if you pick like some scummy side missions and you fuck people over and you steal money from people or like burn down someone's farm, like things like that, then you start to have flies follow you around and you start to get devil horns growing out of your head. And when you get really bad, people will boo you in the streets as you walk by. Or if you do like good things and you're like a saint, make good choices, give money to the poor, things like that, you start to get like a halo. He said, yeah, I haven't played Fable, I've always wanted to. It's a very especially for its time, I felt like it was really good. I don't know how it holds up like as an adult because I haven't played it in a long time. I would love to play a remastered version of it.
Coming out, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's on Xbox.
Or you can play it on PC.
Yeah, I'd rather just play it on PC. We have a PC. Only because, like, I just don't feel like investing in a whole other console for, like, 3 games. Or 4 games. You know.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
I think my favorite one was Fable 3. I don't even know if I ever played Fable 2.
Exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Yeah, for real. She needs to shut the fuck up. But in Fable 3, you could either be a female or a male. So, I obviously played a girl. And they're kind of set in different time periods, sort of. The first one's set like pretty far in the past. And then I think the second or third one takes place in the kind of more industrial revolution time. Like a lot more steampunk looking. I think that's the second one.
Landline connections are disabled.
I don't know. He said, is Liara only biotic or biotic and tech? Vino's not sure, but he will look into it.
Hall? That's what I said. Hall?
He said, Hall? Bevan, remember when you had really long Mondays? Like a month ago? When your days are like super, like a 5-hour long class or some shit? Oh, that was crazy. He said, yes, I am free. Vino was annoyed today.
Was?
Yes.
Why?
Because Vino wanted to play some video games on his day off.
I don't know. Being dumb.
He was being dumb. He was not annoyed, he has informed me just now.
I don't want to play that game though, but it's okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, work's been really picking up for me, like, super busy. And my desk is in the living room. So, he wasn't allowed to, like,
we're off this frozen world, the better.
play in peace the way he hoped to. I mean, frankly, you could have played with some headphones on.
I know they're playing. I was just checking. The reason I didn't get a play is because I was doing shit pretty much all day.
Okay. He said 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. What's that? No, oh, that was when your class was? From 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.? Fuck. That's a full day of work, huh?
Decontamination and transit hub.
Yeah, most people work at 9 to 5, but this is 9 to 6.
In the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
He said it was really like that. He said, yeah, it was 2 classes, a 6-hour and a 3-hour. It's a 9-hour school day. That's crazy. Your brain would be literally filleted alive.
Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
What's this about loose
Beautiful
contaminants?
flowers.
Dangerous biological agents are present in the tramway decontamination chamber. The tram station has been sealed in the interest of crew safety.
No shit,
Activation of
bitch.
the fail-safe plasma jets is recommended prior to access.
Override. Open the doors now.
Very well, Commander.
Oh, okay.
Releasing safeties.
That was easier than I
Proceed at
thought.
your discretion.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Devin says one time he fell asleep in the 2nd class. Damn. Did they call you out? I saw this. Did I ever tell you, Devin, about the time somebody fell asleep in a class I was in college? He said no, the teacher didn't say anything. Huh? And how big was the class that you were in? Alright, I'll tell you the story then. So this was so annoying. I was a freshman year, and only one class at my particular university, and I went to a pretty small university. Most of our classes were less than 20 students. There was only a couple classes that were like more seminar style, where they were big, right? And they were like gen ed classes that every single student had to take. So they would just do like big seminar style classes of them.
Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
So it was my very first semester. It was Humanities 101 or whatever. It was the first humanities course that we were required. We were required to take 3 different humanities courses. He said not that big, but the teacher can't see the front of me, so we slept. Oh, so you did it on purpose? So this was in a auditorium. It had like stadium style seats, sort of. The chairs were like bolted into place. They had the those little tables that folded away, all that jazz. And we're in a class. There's 250 students in this class.
Couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Oh, 1 second.
I'd do the same. What's going on here?
Bugs. Zillions of them, coming up the tunnels from the hot labs. My team's been running on stems for days. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
The hell?
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
Devin says, want to know fast way to do this mission?
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
He says if you have enough tech.
You want my personal opinion? Labs like
He
that
said,
exist
do you want to
in
know a
stupid
fast way to
crap
do
that
this
gets people
mission
killed.
if you have enough tech?
I've got work to do.
Fast way than how?
I hear that.
Okay.
Hell! Man the perimeter!
Okay.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
So he says it's faster
do
because you
whatever
can
I can.
force the final boss fight
I don't know why they
early.
keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Let's do it next time. I'm pretty tired.
Oh, okay. Well, let me finish the story, then we can get off.
I'm gonna go potty. So you finish the
Okay.
story. Alright, Devin. I'm gonna sign out. I'm really tired. I'm gonna let my kid finish the story, and then we can continue this tomorrow. We'll be on earlier tomorrow.
Alright.
Bye, Devin.
Bye, Vino. So just to finish the story, oh, where's my phone? You took it and then you never gave it back.
Yeah, back to you. It's right there.
Oh, it's under? Where? Oh. Oh, he said goodnight to you. So anyway, so it's a 250 person class. And this class, did you knock over my drink?
Why the fuck is it on the ground?
Because I can't reach this from here.
Don't put it there.
It's a 250 person class, and it was notorious because she couldn't possibly do roll call for this course, right? It was a class notorious for people not ever coming one day to the entire class and then just showing up to the finals and the tests. And there was also very famously class notes. I don't remember what they called them. There was like a term for them where they called them TA notes. Supposedly at one point the TA note, like a TA for one of her courses, had taken detailed notes on all of her lectures for this course. And they had written down verbatim, which now you could do it easily with AI, but this was like 10 years ago plus. This was over 10 years. Well, no, it was actually 10 years ago exactly. So they did not have the ability to do this with AI. But anyway, somebody had taken extremely detailed notes from her classes, and apparently they were supposedly so detailed that if you had a copy of them, people would sit in class with the copy of her notes, and she would make the same jokes in the same places in her speech, like year after year after year, right? Did her class suck that much? She was pretty dry. Bye, babe. She was really like kind of annoying, and I'll tell you, you'll find out why with this story, like why people didn't like her. It's not like she was nails on a chalkboard. She was like mostly okay, but she had kind of a prickly, obnoxious personality in some ways, and then also very famously required reading of a book that she wrote, and it was a fictional book that takes place in the time period that the class is surrounding. And people said there was a love scene in it. I don't know. I did not. Oh no, actually I don't think it's a required book. I think it was like extra credit. I don't know. I didn't read it. But so anyway, that's fucked. I don't know. I didn't read the book, so I can't confirm or deny. But so we're in the class. It's a 250 person class, but people very famously didn't come to the class. Like, there was plenty of people that they just knew she couldn't do roll call. They would get lost in the crowd. And they would not come a single day to the class. They would just read the TA notes to prep for their studying. And they'd go through, like, the homework assignments. And that would be everything they'd need if they were really good at studying. And, didn't need to really, like, be in a lecture. Some people, I learned better from lectures. If you just handed me a bunch of, like, paperwork, I would not learn as well as if I was sitting in a classroom setting. But that's just me. So people would literally take those TA notes, not show up a day to class, and show up the day of the final and pass the class, right? This kid, who was clearly on the basketball team, and the basketball team, like, none of the kids that were there for basketball or, like, the other sports were there. Like, it's a very academically rigorous school. And those kids were not there because they were academically rigorous. They were there because they got basketball scholarships. So it was very hard for them to maintain, like, probably harder than at other schools, for them to maintain their grades. And you do have to have a certain GPA level in order to compete in sports. Right. So this kid, who could have just stayed home and gotten the TA notes and not even bothered, showed up to class and he's probably got all these workouts after his classes, and he's probably like working hard to maintain his basketball time with his classes. He showed up to class. He was sitting in the back, and probably it was an early class. It was early. He fell asleep, and I would have too if I was, fucking college is hard enough without, being an athlete. I'm sure I would have fucking been asleep, and it's a dry class, and I think it was like 4 hours or something, because we only had it once a week. So it's a long ass class. This bitch stopped speaking. He was in the very back of the auditorium. And the lights were low. Nobody saw him asleep. He was like in the back row. She stops the speech, her class speech, walks to the back, and wakes him up, makes him stand. You couldn't hear what she was saying. I was towards the front, so you couldn't hear what she was saying. But you see her wake him up. You see him make him stand, grab his stuff, and then she walks him hand in hand to the front of the classroom and sits him on the front row and is like, maybe now you can pay attention. And I just thought it was so fucking rude, because I'm like, we're not 5-year-olds. We're adults. Should he have fallen asleep in your class? Obviously, that's no one's intention. But, shit happens. And, we're not kindergartners. This isn't high school. He's not... he shouldn't, be treated like that in front of all of his peers. I thought it was rude. So, I thought that was, one of the first weeks, too, I feel like. That was, at the very beginning of the school year. She did a bunch of other, rude shit, too. Yeah, that's a bit much. In front of, 200 other kids. There's 2 other weird things she did. One day in a lecture, and I would go to this class with my roommate, my freshman roommate, because we both, like I said, everyone had to take this class. Literally at one point, she stopped her speech again, went over to my roommate, was like, come with me, and they walked out of the classroom in the middle of her class. I'm like, what the hell? She was sitting right next to me. And I knew because she was sitting right next to me, she wasn't on her phone. She had very strict no technology policy. You couldn't even have your laptop out to take notes. You had to take notes with pen and paper. No technology, no phones, no nothing. So she wasn't on her phone. She wasn't talking because you weren't allowed to talk. She wasn't doing anything. She was sitting there taking notes. So I was like, what the hell is she upset about? And so she comes back in. My roommate comes over, grabs her backpack and her paper and her notebook, and she moves to a different seat. And then the professor, continued her lecture. And, yeah, just give me the TA notes, for real. And she pretty much stopped coming to this class after this happened. And the class continued. And I asked her after, I'm like, hey, what the hell was that? What'd she say to you? And she said that she walked her to the outside and said, if you smirk at me in my class ever again, I'm going to kick you out. And that she said she was smirking and that it was disrespectful. And my roommate had resting nice face. She always had a little slight smile. She was very nice and super quiet. So it was really bizarre. She acted like she was smirking and making faces at her, which was totally not happening. So that was totally over the top. And then the very last thing that she did that was super out of pocket was the day of the final. I showed up. I went in. I think we were allowed to have one index card or something for this class. I don't fucking know. So I go and take my seat, and she's strolling down the aisles, and I was just waiting for everyone to sit down before we began. And she came down my aisle and reached her hand underneath a chair and pulled out an empty Snickers wrapper, and she was turned to me and she was like, what is this? Do you have cheats in here? Do you have a cheat code? Do you have answers? And I was like, I didn't even know that was under that chair. I just sat down. And then she crumpled it up and walked away and made a motion my eyes are on you. I'm like, what the hell? At least it was the last day. For real. But she was totally bonkers. She was supposed to retire at the end of that school year. like in the summer, and she didn't come back for the second semester. So at that point, I think she had to have enough complaints, because that was one class. If we had 3 bonkers interactions with her, I'm sure there was more than that, then I'm sure other classes had just as bad, if not worse. So I'm sure she got a lot of complaints, and I think they were like, you know what, let's just end the school year here. I would have. Did your roommate get the TA notes? Lol. I think she did have the TA notes. I never got them. Me and my roommate weren't very close, so I could have probably asked her for them, but I also don't. I think I would have done worse in that class if I had just done those. Did I transfer? No, I went to the. No, I just said I went to the final. I stayed in that class. I wasn't thrilled about it though. It was a long class. But yeah. Anyway, I think she had the TA notes. Most people did, but. Anyway, that was the one time somebody fell asleep in my class. They got publicly shamed. So, alrighty, Devin. Well, I will let you go get some sleep. I know it's late for you, my friend. But we will catch you. Why does he look like a stormtrooper? Catch you on the next one. Good night. Sounds like a medieval punishment. Yeah, she would be. Fucking weirdo. See ya. Peace.